Greetings everyone, my name is Gigi and this is Let's Build, where I build a Lego set timed to different media and talk about the facts concerning the topic of the build. Today's build is the Lego Botanical Mini Bonsai Trees versus Trees Hate You, The Old Tree, and Magical Tree. All footage I'm using is for science, educational, and research purposes. My content is transformative and protected under fair use. All footage is time-lapse with commentary. I apologize in advance for pronouncing names and or places incorrectly. Spoilers ahead, you have been warned. Since this build consists of 3 trees, I will be playing 3 tree-themed games. Specifications of the Lego set. Immerse yourself in the peace of nature with this Lego Botanicals Mini Bonsai Trees building set for adults, which offers a tranquil project for plant lovers. Relax and unwind as you build 3 graceful bonsai tree models: a ginkgo bonsai tree with yellow leaves, a black pine bonsai tree with green needles, and a wisteria bonsai tree with hanging lilac flowers. Each mini tree has interchangeable foliage, so you can channel your inner bonsai artist and customize your creations by swapping their leaves. The set also includes 2 ornamental stands that allow the bonsai trees to be displayed at different heights and in different combinations, making them stunning decorative plants. A charming housewarming gift or gift for men, women, and nature lovers, this Lego Bonsai Tree Trio will bring a touch of serenity to any room. The set contains 709 pieces. Bonsai Tree Kit. Build 3 trees that represent peace and balance with this Lego Botanical Mini Bonsai Trees building set for adults, which offers an immersive project for nature lovers. Tree Decor. The building kit includes a ginkgo bonsai tree with yellow leaves, a black pine bonsai tree with green needles, and a wisteria bonsai tree with hanging lilac flowers. Customizable decor. The trees have interchangeable foliage, so you can have fun swapping the leaves to create customized bonsai trees. For example, decorating the wisteria trunk with ginkgo leaves. Indoor plants. The set includes 2 ornamental stands that allow the bonsai trees to be displayed at different heights and in different combinations for bespoke decor. A nature gift. The building kit makes a fun gift for plant lovers on special occasions, as well as a great housewarming gift. Build more blooms. Combine these brick-built trees with other sets, sold separately of course, in the Lego Botanicals collection, where you'll discover Lego bouquets, bamboos, and more. Dimensions. The wisteria bonsai tree in this 709-piece set measures over 7 inches high, 5.5 inches wide, and 4 inches deep. Ginkgo. Giving or receiving a ginkgo bonsai tree traditionally symbolizes endurance and resilience. Tracing back millions of years, this ancient beauty can grow up to 130 feet high in nature, with smaller versions reaching 23 to 35 inches high. A stoic reminder of nature's delicate forces, it looks particularly stunning in the autumn when its foliage casts a radiant golden light on its surroundings. Japanese black pine. The Japanese black pine bonsai is a popular gift that symbolizes strength and patience, wisdom and longevity. Native to coastal regions of South Korea and Japan, it prefers a warm, moist foundation with its sturdy, curved trunk, rugged bark, and graceful needles. It inspires us to be shaped by life, but also to stand firm and keep our balance. Wisteria. A Japanese wisteria bonsai is a gift of serenity and strength, symbolizing immortality and longevity. Even in droughts and rocky grounds, the wisteria stretches its stems to spread its beauty. With lilac blooms that present almost like colorful lanterns in May and June, It invokes a sense of optimism and calm that nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Bonsai, or tray planting, is the Japanese art of growing and shaping miniature trees in containers, with a long documented history of influences and native Japanese development over 1,000 years, and with unique aesthetics, cultural history, and terminology derived from its evolution in Japan. Similar arts exist in other cultures, including Korea's Bonsai, the Chinese art of Pengjing, and the miniature living landscapes of Vietnam. The loan word bonsai has become an umbrella term in English, attached to many forms of diminutive potted plants, and also on occasion to other living and non-living things. According to Stephen Orr in the New York Times, in the West, the word is used to describe virtually all miniature container trees, whether they are authentically trained bonsai or just small rooted cuttings. Technically, though, the term should be reserved for plants that are grown in shallow containers following the precise tenets of bonsai pruning and training, resulting in an artful miniature replica of a full-grown tree in nature. In the most definitive sense, bonsai refers to miniaturized, container-grown trees adhering to Japanese bonsai tradition and principles. Purposes of bonsai are primarily contemplation for the viewer, and the pleasant exercise of effort and ingenuity for the grower. Bonsai are not grown for the production of food or medicine. A bonsai is created beginning with a specimen of source material. This may be a cutting, seedling, a tree from the wild, or a small tree of a species suitable for bonsai development. Bonsai can be created from nearly any perennial woody-stemmed tree or shrub species that produces true branches and can be cultivated to remain small through pot confinement with crown and root pruning. Some species are popular as bonsai material because they have characteristics, such as small leaves or needles or aged-looking bark, that make them look appropriate for the compact visual scope of bonsai. The source specimen is shaped to be relatively small and to meet the aesthetic standards of bonsai, which emphasize not the entirety of a landscape but the unique form of a specimen bonsai tree or trees. When the candidate bonsai nears its planned final size, it is planted in a display pot, usually one designed for bonsai display in one of a few accepted shapes and proportions. From that point forward, its growth is restricted by the pot environment. Throughout the year, the bonsai is shaped to limit growth, redistribute foliar vigor to areas requiring further development, and meet the artist's detailed design. The practice of bonsai is sometimes confused with dwarfing, but dwarfing generally refers to research, discovery, or creation of plants that are permanent genetic miniatures of existing species. Plant dwarfing often uses selective breeding or genetic engineering to create dwarf cultivars. Bonsai does not require genetically dwarfed trees, but rather depends on growing small trees from regular stock and seeds. Bonsai uses cultivation techniques like pruning, root reduction, potting, defoliation, and grafting to produce small trees that mimic the shape and style of mature, full-sized trees. The Japanese tradition of bonsai does not include indoor bonsai, and bonsai appearing at Japanese exhibitions or in catalogs have been grown outdoors for their entire lives. In less traditional settings, including climates more severe than Japan's, indoor bonsai may appear in the form of potted trees cultivated for the indoor environment. Traditionally, bonsai are temperate climate trees grown outdoors in containers. Kept in the artificial environment of a home, these trees weaken and die, However, a number of tropical and subtropical tree species will survive and grow indoors, such as the jade plant and members of the genus Ficus. Ginkgo biloba, commonly known as ginkgo, also known as the maidenhair tree, is a species of gymnosperm tree native to East Asia. It is the last living species in the order Ginkgoales, which first appeared over 290 million years ago. Fossils similar to the living species, belonging to the genus Ginkgo, extend back to the Middle Jurassic epoch about 170 million years ago. The tree was cultivated early in human history, remains commonly planted, and is widely regarded as a living fossil. Ginkgo biloba is a long-lived, disease-resistant, dioecious tree with unique fan-shaped leaves, capable of clonal reproduction, and is known for its striking yellow autumn foliage and resilience in disturbed environments. It was known historically as silver fruit, or white fruit in Chinese, and called ginkgo due to a centuries-old transcription error. It is closely related to cycads and characterized by unique seeds that resemble apricots, but are not true fruits. G. biloba, once widespread but thought extinct in the wild for centuries, is now commonly cultivated in East Asia, with some genetically diverse populations possibly representing rare wild survivors in southwestern China's mountainous regions. Some G. biloba trees have survived extreme events like the Hiroshima atomic bomb. Others show extreme longevity. Some specimens have been measured in excess of 1,600 years, and the largest living trees are estimated to exceed 3,500 years. Today, it is widely planted in cities worldwide for its pollution tolerance and ornamental value. Ginkgo biloba wood is valued for its durability and used in crafts and sake making, while its seeds are popular in Asian cuisine despite health risks, including potential carcinogenicity, allergy reactions, poisoning due to ginkgo toxin, drug interactions, and adverse effects such as bleeding and neurological symptoms, especially with excessive or improper use. Ginkgo-based products are widely marketed for cognitive benefits, although clinical research shows limited medical effectiveness except possibly for dementia, with approval in the European Union, but not by the United States Food and Drug Administration. Pinus thunbergii, the black pine, Japanese black pine, or Japanese pine, is a pine tree native to coastal areas of Japan and South Korea. Japanese black pine had been among the best species for planting along the American northeastern seashores until about 1990. The species has suffered from insects and diseases and has fallen rapidly in esteem. Japanese black pine is an introduced evergreen. Its most favorable habitat, Japanese black pine, can reach a height of 100 feet, but in beach plantings it is usually less than 20 feet tall. Its spreading, loosely swaying branches are yellow-orange in color and form a irregular silhouette. The blackish-gray bark is furrowed into irregular plates. Its evergreen foliage consists of bright green bundles of 2 stiff, sharp-pointed needles, 3 to 5 inches long. The large, grayish-white terminal buds are oblong with fringed scales at the tip. After 4 to 5 years of age, nut-brown colored, short, stalk-like cones 2 to 3 inches long are produced. Fruiting and seed production are usually prolific. There are about 34,000 seeds per pound. This pine is adaptable and will grow on a wide variety of soils under adverse conditions. Japanese black pine exhibits excellent drought tolerance but poor shade tolerance. It tolerates moderately well-drained soils. This pine is more salt spray resistant than any of the native pines. Japanese black pine is distributed primarily through the eastern United States. Wisteria floribunda, common name of Japanese wisteria, is a species of flowering plant native to Japan. Growing 30 feet, wisteria is a woody, deciduous twining timber. It was first brought from Japan to the United States in the 1830s. Japanese wisteria sports the longest flower racemes of any wisteria. Some of those cultivars can reach 7 feet in length. These racemes burst into clustered white, pink, violet, or blue flowers in early to mid-spring. The flowers carry a fragrance similar to that of grapes. The early flowering time of the Japanese wisteria can cause problems in temperate climates, where early frosts can destroy the coming year's flowers. It will also only flower after passing from juvenile to the adult stage, a transition that may take many years, just like its cousin, the Chinese wisteria. Japanese wisteria can grow over 30 meters long over many supports via powerful clockwise twining stems. The foliage consists of shiny, dark green, pinnately compound leaves, 10 to 30 centimeters in length. The leaves bear about 15 to 19 oblong leaflets that are each 2 to 6 centimeters long. It also bears poisonous, brown, velvety, bean-like seed pods, 5 to 10 centimeters long, that mature in summer and persist until the winter. Japanese wisteria prefers moist soils and full sun. The plant often lives over 50 years. Trees Hate You. A trap-heavy forest comedy where the whole level seems built to bait you into one bad decision after another. Trees Hate You takes a simple walk through the woods and turns it into a joke at the player's expense. The path looks readable, the colors look friendly, and the setup feels fair right up until the game proves that the forest has been lying to you the whole time. What makes it work is not just difficulty. Trees Hate You is funny because the traps are staged like punchlines. A sign points the wrong way, a quiet path suddenly becomes dangerous, and the reset comes fast enough that the joke lands before the frustration takes over. If you like short retry loops, readable hazards, and the games that troll you on purpose, Trees Hate You has the exact kind of nasty charm that keeps players hitting replay even after a brutal fail. The part that makes Trees Hate You stick is how clearly it sells the setup before it ruins your confidence. Safe-looking routes, fake guidance, and sudden forest ambushes turn normal movement into the core joke of every run. Deaths happen quickly, but so do the restarts, so the game keeps its momentum and stays funny instead of dragging. The art is clear enough that you usually understand exactly what trick was played on you, which makes every fail easier to laugh at. How to play? The basic goal is simple. The hard part is accepting that the forest is always trying to embarrass you. Treat every path with suspicion. Trees Hate You works by making harmless-looking routes dangerous, so do not trust the signs, empty space, or convenient shortcuts too quickly. Most traps are funniest when they look fair for a second. Slow down just enough to notice the patterns, timing, and the joke the game is preparing. The game feels best when you keep up the momentum. A bad death usually teaches you something, so another run is just part of the fun rather than the punishment. The Old Tree is a short, 2D puzzle game in which the player must guide a newborn baby alien in the first moments of its life. Being a point-and-click game, it is progressed by removing the obstacles that are in the protagonist's path. No words are used in order to explain the goals of the alien baby. Instead, to tell its story, the game relies on the experimental setting, the mysterious art, and the minimalistic soundtrack. Published and developed by Red Dwarf Games. Magical Tree is a virtually scrolling platform game developed by Konami for the MSX home computer and published in 1984. Konami included Magical Tree in the 1998 anthology Konami Antiques MSX Collection Volume 2 for PlayStation. The player character is an Indian brave stereotype who wears a tanning vest and trousers and a headband with a feather. The player ascends the magical tree by hopping from branch to branch and climbing vines and ladders, while also dodging larvae, owls, and lightning bolts. The player can jump and dangle from branches. He earns points by gathering apples, arrows, daggers, and coronets. The tree is 6,575 feet tall. A gauge tracks the player's altitude, and at the conclusion of each level, the game informs the player how much further to climb to reach the goal, a castle at the treetop. The ascent is divided into 9 game levels. The player character dances at the conclusion of each level. When the player clears the 9th level, a curtain opens to reveal the castle at the top of the tree. Smiling from the crenels of the castle's parapet are a young woman in a purple frock and a man wearing a war bonnet. At the end of the sequence, the game then continues at the base of the tree. I played Trees Hate You with my spouse on the couch with me, who thought that every time I died was just hilarious. Some of the trees startled me when they attacked, and I would shriek. The old tree is much shorter than I thought it would be, and gameplay is very limited. Magical Tree is a retro game that feels like a precursor to Doodle Jump. Basic vertical jumping game. Each of the buildable bonsai trees is a very good representation of the trees they are modeled after. Total build time, 1 hour, 21 minutes, 7 seconds. Which means you can watch 2 episodes of the 3-part documentary series, The Secret Life of Trees. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Remember to like, subscribe, share, ring that bell, all the things for the YouTubes. Thank you.